I was going to cry, and I just really felt like crying. My heart felt so heavy. There was like a weight on it. It was so bad, and I just thought, Lola, it's how you want to feel every single day, just sad, just unhappy. Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel, your safe space for all things self-care, self-love and personal development. Today's episode is going to be a really special one, and that's just because I want it to be one that you can come back to watch anytime you feel down, unhappy, or you have really strong negative energy. Negative energy is something that we all sometimes feel. You're feeling unhappy, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling sad, or just discontented generally with yourself, with your life, with your job, whatever that is making you unhappy or just making you feel less than. I wanted to make a video for this because a couple of weeks ago I also was in a state where I was feeling very unhappy. I was just going about my day, but I was very discontented with things. I was looking for change. I was looking for how to change things, and just basically I was bad vibes. I even made a tweet about how I tried to be more conscious and more active about being happy when I noticed that I'm bad vibes, and that content, people were able to relate to it, and I know that that's something that we sometimes go through. So what had happened was that I was just generally in a place where I wanted more for myself. So I've been able to move from that place to a much more happy and contented space which I'm in now, and it's not as if my situation has really changed. Nothing has actually really changed except a few things, which is why I think mindsets has really come into play, and I want to talk to you about how mindsets and just things that you can do that can change things for you and to help you, to elevate you from feeling sad, feeling down, to just being more happy and positive about your life and what is going on with you. So for example, now something that really changed was that I was in a place where there was a lot of negative energy, and there's just a lot of I don't know if that sounds pretentious to say negative energy, but what I mean was just that it was a lot of an external factor that was making me feel sad and feel down. I feel like no matter what I did, nothing was good enough, and just my own self in general was the problem. Like who I am was the problem, do you get? And it made me think, made me really consider, I'm like, I'm not a bad person. People don't complain about working with me. People don't complain about who I am or what I do or anything like that, in strong terms. I've never had this kind of feedback before. And it's like, is there something I'm doing that's different with this person? Maybe there's a way I'm reacting to this person or reacting to this thing that I need to do better, or this is a learning curve for me, right? And it's just a number of things. I was just going and I was like, okay. And one thing doesn't just happen and then makes you feel sad or makes you feel unhappy, unless you have really fickle emotions. It's a bunch of little things, and even if you have fickle emotions, there are lots of little things that you've not been noticing that will be changing your feelings before you get into that state where you're just like, oh, I'm sad, things are bad, things are not looking good. And I know a number of things make us unhappy. For example, it might be that maybe it's towards the end of the year and you're feeling like you've not achieved the goals that you set at the beginning of the year, or maybe it's that you are just comparing yourself to others and you just feel like you are coming up short. People are doing better than you. For some reason you feel that way, or you're just sad for some reason. You can't even really tell, but you're just unhappy and you just wish things could be better. Whatever it may be, I need you to reflect on what exactly is causing this change in you. So when you reflect on what is causing this change in you, to identify the problem, then I need you to then work on processing these emotions. So when I was feeling unhappy, I'm very self-aware, right? So I knew that, okay, there are a lot of things that are happening. I'm not feeling motivated. I'm not feeling, gingered, pushed to do my work, my things I would normally want to do or enjoy, and I was just basically heavy, and it was just difficult for me. I would wake up in the morning and I would just be thinking, oh God, another day. I was just tired. I was just done. I was exhausted. You get? Okay, for example, now I wanted to go on leave. I spoke about that my birthday post. I wanted to go on leave, but I couldn't go. And then before, that was something that I was angry about. But like now it's more like, okay, it's a state of things and I can make light of it because my mindset had shifted, because I've processed my emotions. I want this video to be something that can also help you in terms of like processing your emotions to get to the other side, where even though you still want things to change, you're just more accepting of how things are while working to change things, but you're not beating yourself down. So what happened was that I processed my emotions that, okay, I'm feeling unhappy because of this. This is what is causing this. What can I do about it? And that's the next stage where I'm like, okay, this is how much I can do, and these are things that are beyond my control and that I cannot do anything about. What are my options? How can I move forward? Okay, this is the part I can play to make sure that I get to the other side. Will that then work? That's up to God. That's up to other external factors. But I played my part and I acknowledge that I had played my part. Something else that you can do when you're feeling unhappy, you're feeling dissatisfied, you're feeling, discontented is, go through your successes. You might be feeling sad that, I'm not doing enough, I'm not feeling happy. Whatever is causing your unhappiness, go through your successes. So what happens is that I have to reflect on, okay, these are all the things that I do great, these are all the things that I've done in the past, these are all the things that I know I do right, these are the ways that people feel about me in terms of this, and how I feel about myself and my work and my self and the things that I do. So I need you to reflect on your successes, things that you've done right in the past, things that you're doing well right now, things that you wanted to do and have now achieved. When you reflect on those things, it will make you feel happy. It's more of positive emotions because you're thinking positive things. So it's all about mindset. Many times we want something, and then maybe what you really need to do is, once you've done your part, you pray to God to take control. So I realized that I had not been as prayerful or like conscious of God like I wanted to, and this is so strange because I don't like speak on religion, but like it was something where I had a change, a switch away from that negative energy, and it was truly just God that intervened, because what I was trying to do did not work out. What I was trying to do for myself did not play out the way I wanted it to. However, it was clearly God that stepped in, because things shifted and I didn't have to be exposed to all the negative energy and all the negative things I wanted. So I want to reassure you that if it feels like things are just really, really hard and tough, as long as you've done your part and you've put it into God's hands, and even if you don't like believe in God for whatever reason, you have to believe that there is an external force, there is a more supreme being that is in charge of things, that is controlling things, and just place that, because the burden of making things work out the way you want it to can't be fully on you. You don't have that kind of power. You are just human. It's the way things are. I want you to stay hopeful. If you feel like things are not working out the way you want them to, stay hopeful, and then talk about it. Share with somebody else. My colleague will say, problem shared is a problem that you still have, but you will still feel better about it because you've shared it, you've spoken about it. Now, don't speak about it negatively, like, I will never be able to do this will never work out, I'm just so tired of this, why can't I ever, like, don't say negative things, right? That was something my mother used to say to me a lot when I was younger. Don't say negative things, don't be negative, and I'll just be like, oh please, let me express myself. But she was right. When you think more positively, when you say more positive things, and not like in a false positive way, like, oh, I'm rich in Jesus' name, not like that kind of thing. No shade to anybody, but like what I'm saying is that don't then be falsely positive, because your mind won't believe it. But like just thinking, I'm trying to do this, I want to do this, I hope to do this, this is what I'm doing to do this. I know that this is because of this, and this is happening because of this, but once I'm able to do this, I would then be able to do all of the things that I want to do. So if you're feeling unhappy, I want you to stay hopeful, and I want you to do the work. Do all the things that you need to do that is keeping you worried, that you're worried about. Focus on them, work on them, get things done. Sometimes you might be unhappy, maybe you don't even know the reason why you're unhappy. I want you to know, like I said, that negative energy is very normal. It's not every time that you'll be happy. That's unnatural. If you're always happy, that's unnatural. Something's wrong. So there will be times that even just your period can be the reason why you're sad. So I want you to just wait it out, right? Do the things you can, inject yourself with positivity. Don't do drugs, kids. But surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with people that would make you feel happy. Surround yourself with people that will try to boost your mood, not people that drain you, not people that when you're around you're exhausted. All they do is point out your flaws, all the things you are doing wrong. All they do is point out things that you could be doing better. Or people that are actually, good for you. As they show you the good things that you're doing, they also show you the things that you can be doing better. As they nudge you in the right, as you're going in the wrong direction, they nudge you in the right direction without being forceful, overly forceful. People that are good for you, that make you feel good. And even when they're saying things that you don't really like or whatever, it's still for your own good. Do you understand? So if you're feeling unhappy and you're watching this right now, you might be thinking, oh, how can I process my emotions better? How can I reflect better? How can I be more self-aware to get to where I want to be? And there's this podcast I listened to, On Purpose with Jay Shetty, and there was a particular episode, I even made a tweet about it on my Instagram, and the tweet was about how you should be more specific with your emotions. Many times when people ask us, how are you? Just say, I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm not bad. Do you get? And all of those things don't really describe how you're feeling. So go into detail in terms with yourself, process the emotions fully, and decide how you're feeling. Do you understand? Write it down, speak about it to yourself, process how you're feeling. That would help you to be able to get to the other side of how to not feel that way. Please don't mind that bloody dog. The owners need to be arrested because he's always crying. The point is, know that things aren't permanent. Nothing is permanent. Even happiness isn't permanent. Sadness isn't permanent. So reflect on these things. Reflect on how you're feeling. Then take note of it, take account of it, and look for how to move forward. Be hopeful that you will get to the other side. You will become happy again, peaceful again. Put the things that you can handle in God's hands, and then just find ways to motivate yourself to the other side. You have to take a deliberate step. If not, it won't work. I had to accept that, okay, these are things that are out of my control. I am doing my best to achieve what I can, and this is just how things are right now. I have to make the best of it. And so I look for, okay, what can I do to inject more positive emotions in my life? What can I do to make myself happier? I noticed that I would be around people, and I would just be unhappy. I would be sad. The other day I was just so upset, and I think, did I cry? I was going to cry, and I just really felt like crying. My heart felt so heavy. There was like a weight on it. It was so bad, and I just thought, Lola, it's how you want to feel every single day. Just sad, just unhappy. And something about me, when I don't feel happy, people always say, "Oh, show up anyway online." But whenever I show up online, I want to show up positively. I want to show up in a way that I'm ready to. I want to express myself how I feel. I never want to come online and then fake emotion, never. And I don't want to come online if I've not processed how I'm feeling, or talk to people if I've not fully processed how I'm feeling. Sometimes I talk to people, and then while I'm talking to them, I'm processing how I feel. Do you understand? But I never want to just do things and then I'm not really checking in with myself. And so that kind of thing, where I now realize that, okay, you don't want to keep going on like this. You want to actually make a step and make a move to improve how you feel and how you're doing. So you want to stay focused on creating your own happiness when you can, doing the things that will make you happy, and all of it is in mindset. It's all in your mind. If you focus only on the negatives, you're only worried about the negatives, you're only seeing all the things that are wrong, you'll be unhappy. There's no two ways about it. It's not rocket science. But if you're focused on what you're doing well, what you've done well in the past, what you're doing well now, what you can continue to do well, you will feel good, you will feel positive, you will find more meaning in your life. And so that's just what you need to do. That's what I've been doing, and it works. It really does. I hope you try this. I hope as you watch this, you find this helpful, and let me know what you usually do to create your own happiness and to make yourself feel good when you don't feel so good. I would love to hear it, and I hope this video is helpful to you. I hope it boosts your morale and helps you to just think and then realize, what, I can do this. Whatever my problem is, I can overcome it. I can triumph, I can do well, I can move forward, I can be happy. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with somebody else. Hope it encourages them, hope it inspires them. And thank you very much for watching. whenever you feel the need again to get like a boost, I hope you watch this video, and I hope it does it over and over for you. Even I will hope to watch this, and I hope it does it for me too. I'll see you in my next video. Have a wonderful week, have a wonderful month, have a wonderful year, have a wonderful life.